Hey y'all, welcome to Horrible Gaming. My name is Nora, and on today's video we are playing some Animal Crossing. So today we are going to be working on our abandoned city. We've actually been working on this island for several videos now, so if you're new here, feel free to go check out the other videos. I will have them linked in the video's description. I obviously have a crud ton of work to do still on this island. I mean, there are so many empty spaces, so just ignore them. But we have made a lot of progress actually today. We got our highway pretty much done. We still need to decorate in some other areas around it, but the main structural build is completely finished. So I was really excited that we actually got that done today. I had no idea how I was going to transition it and decorate it. I just went for something a little bit more simple, which you'll see later on in the video. So today we're going to be working, like I said, on the highway, but we're going to be really focusing on this area over here. I'm planning to move some villager homes over into this location, and then we're also going to be focusing on the left side of the highway. I will not have the left side of the highway done today because the decorating process has been taking me a lot longer than expected on this island. Doing an abandoned theme is very time consuming because you really have to think about how, like, you know, the greenery would look on a completely abandoned city. So I've been working a little bit slower just to really focus on trying to make all of this look as realistic as possible. But it's been a really fun and rewarding process. I haven't done a abandoned theme since before the 2.0 update. So it's just been really refreshing before I focus on, you know, my favorite themes that you usually see on my channel. I also want to let y'all know that I posted a couple of days ago a natural entrance, and that's actually my other island that I decided to work on. I still plan to do the beach town entry that we posted a couple of weeks ago, but I honestly just don't feel inspired for this right now. So these are my two confirmed islands. So hopefully that helps somebody out there, whether you're one of my natural followers or Decor followers. I hope y'all are excited to see these islands completely finished and done in the future. The last important thing I want to talk about before we get started on today's build is be ready for a crud ton of transitions. This is about 4 hours of video footage compressed into a short video for y'all, and I tend to change my mind a bajillion times when it comes to the decorating process. Anyways, I do hope that today's video brings you some Animal Crossing inspo. Let me know some abandoned ideas you hope to see on this island. I am about, I want to say 60% done with this island theme. The left side only has a couple more spots to do, and then it's just the right side of the island to focus on. So honestly, it's really not that much space when you think about it because Plaza takes a good chunk of it. So just keep in mind we are running out of space on here, but I'm thinking the abandoned swimming pool is definitely going to be my next focus, and I really want to do a abandoned school. But if I do have room for a abandoned hospital, because several of you have been asking for this build, it'll definitely make it onto this island. But just in case I run out of room, just know that I am planning to do something a little bit more overgrown in the future. So I think the abandoned hospital could work wonderfully on that build as well. So as we work on the highway, I'm going to talk a little bit about my build process, since many of you have been asking me kind of like, you know, how I figure out where things need to go. I know I say constantly that I go with the flow, which is obviously really true, but as you can see, I don't really focus in one location the whole entire time I'm building. I kind of move around and flip-flop a little bit. It kind of helps me determine how my layouts are gonna look, and sometimes when I'm really struggling on figuring out how I want a certain location to transition, focusing on a different spot will kind of give me time to think more on it and just, you know, come up with an idea. So that's kind of like how my mindset goes whenever I'm doing structured city core builds like you're seeing today. I know that's not easy for everybody, but that's just kind of how my brain works. We just move all over the place and kind of fill areas in and move on to the next location. So I was really hoping on doing a villager cul-de-sac on this island, and I'm running out of villager homes. So it looks like that is not gonna happen after all on this island theme, which honestly I'm okay with that because I really wanted to make sure every villager home gets placed early so I can have room for the big builds that we talked about earlier today. But next island definitely needs to have a cul-de-sac. I love making those, and I had a really nice idea planned, but if anything, maybe we can do like a speed build of what my idea was going to be for this island. Anyways, I'm going to be focusing on this villager home, like, you know, decorating it, making it look really trashy. Just so you know, there will be some transitions in the decorating process of today's video. I changed my mind a lot through the decorating process, so I always want y'all to see the final results and product instead of, you know, having y'all change the decor a bajillion times with me. But yeah, I'm just gonna make this area pretty simple and overgrown. I'm not even gonna lie, this theme originally was very intimidating for me. I was kind of afraid of doing it just because it's a lot of work and thought that has to go into like all the details details. But I have been enjoying the heck out of making these roads all broken up. Like, making the roads super chippy and just completely neglected has been a very fun experience. So if you are wanting to do an abandoned theme, I feel like this detail really does matter on a theme like this, just because it really just adds to the mood board. So as you can see, I went ahead and transitioned and added some decor by this villager home. Eventually we're gonna do a road transition that goes kind of below this villager home, and I'm thinking that's what's gonna lead up to our abandoned Nook's Cranny. So after finally adding some details to this villager home, we're gonna start working on that road transition that'll eventually lead up to the store like we just talked about. I'm just gonna go for something really simple with the crosswalk signal. We won't have the transition completely done today, but I just wanted y'all to at least know kind of where the transition is gonna start. Anyways, after a few final details and road placing, here is how that transition is starting to look. I feel like it is eventually gonna be a little difficult to work with because we are so close to the edge of the map, but I'm pretty sure I can make it work. Anyways, once I finish up with some road details over here, I'm gonna go ahead and transition the footage, and we're gonna start focusing on the angled part of the highway where we placed the other villager homes, and hopefully the decorating process will go good for that spot because I have no idea what we're doing in there. Okay, so we're gonna start over here by this house, and I'm just gonna fill in this awkward space. No idea what we're doing above on this incline. I did consider adding another road transition. Hopefully I'll have something figured out by the next video of this island, but I'll definitely be thinking on it. Eventually, I think this neighborhood is gonna have an incline to the right side, and that's gonna lead up to the abandoned swimming pool. So I think that would be a really nice location, being that there's so many houses over here, kind of like a community pool. I just think that would be a great build for the location that we're working on. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and expand out this terraform. This is actually gonna be for another villager home, but I didn't have time to get it all decorated today and just, you know, the transition finished. But I think having different homes on different levels really adds to the realism and just more dimension to a build. So I definitely recommend it. When you see an opportunity, layer those houses. So before this video ends, let's do a walkthrough of the progress. I went ahead and added some details and finished decorating some of the homes. I struggled a lot with the second villager home. It actually took me so many tries to figure out how I wanted the decor over there. So instead of seeing me struggle, I think just showing you the final product would be much easier. Anyways, that's how the view is looking. I really just love this little transition spot right here. That is definitely one of my favorite locations on this build. And here is how the highway is starting to look. This theme has honestly been quite challenging for me. It's just a style I normally wouldn't do, let alone adding a tropical vibe to it. But I've had a really great time just creating it. Obviously, this area over here is empty, and up here as well. This is going to be some sort of a transitional lookout to the ocean. I just don't know really what we're going to do quite yet. And here's how the villager homes look fully decorated. I just really love all the details in this location, and I just thought it was a really nice different approach to the highway build than what you normally would see. Many people just keep like a straight kind of road transitioning from it, but I kind of wanted to do something a little bit more funky and different, kind of for more of a downtown sort of vibe. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this location continues to look. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope that today brought you a ton of Animal Crossing inspo. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and have a horrible day.